The longer a woman stays without a relationship, the more dangerous she becomes. Listen closely, because what people call dangerous is often just a woman who has finally learned herself. Time alone doesn't make her bitter, it makes her aware. Aware of what she wants. Aware of what she will never tolerate again. Aware of the patterns she once ignored and the standards she now refuses to lower. Here's what hits different. A woman who has spent time outside of relationships stops romanticizing potential. She no longer falls for words alone. She watches actions, consistency, effort, because she's had enough quiet time to realize that promises mean nothing without behavior to match them. Another truth people don't talk about is this. When a woman stays single for a while, she builds a life that doesn't depend on anyone else. She creates her own routines, her own peace, her own happiness. So when someone new comes into her life, they're not filling a void. They're entering a space that's already complete. And that changes everything. Because she's not trying to keep you. She's deciding if you deserve to stay. Here's the deeper part that hits even harder. She becomes harder to impress, but easier to keep if you're real. Because she doesn't need perfection. She needs consistency. She needs honesty. She needs peace. And if you bring that, she will meet you with a level of loyalty and depth that feels rare. But if you bring confusion, inconsistency, or games, she will detach faster than you expect. Not because she doesn't feel, but because she has already learned how to live without what doesn't serve her. Another thing people miss is this. Time alone teaches her how to sit with herself. So she's no longer afraid of silence. She's no longer afraid of being alone at night. She's no longer afraid of losing someone. And when fear disappears, so does tolerance for nonsense. Because fear is what makes people stay too long. Fear of starting over. Fear of being alone. Fear of losing connection. But she already faced that. She already lived through it. So now she moves differently. Here's what really hits different. A woman who has been single for a long time doesn't argue the same way. She doesn't chase. She doesn't beg. She doesn't try to convince someone to see her value. She observes. And once she sees enough, she decides. Quietly, completely. And by the time you realize she's pulling away, she's already gone emotionally. Another truth people rarely say out loud is this. She becomes emotionally disciplined. She doesn't fall quickly. She doesn't attach easily. She takes her time. Because she understands that protecting her peace is more important than rushing into something that feels good temporarily. And that patience makes her powerful. So when people say she becomes dangerous, what they really mean is this. She becomes unavailable for anything that disturbs her peace. Unavailable for inconsistency, unavailable for disrespect, unavailable for confusion. And that kind of woman can't be controlled, rushed, or played with because she's already built a life she doesn't want to escape from. Kindly like and follow us for more deep, real-life relationship truths.